Do you think a vanish could exist without a production?
Explain.
Do you always have to bring it back?
Hmm.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Spade Club Podcast.
The podcast about all things magic.
We're your hosts. I'm the Dremagix.
And I'm Masato, from tricks, theories, and a little bit of drama. Join us as we give you a peek behind the curtain to our world.
Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or have been performing magic your whole life, I'm sure we'll have something for you. Thanks for listening right here on the Spade Club Podcast. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Spade Club. We're your hosts. I'm the Dremagix.
I'm the Masato.
The Masato.
Duh, Masato.
The Masato.
Yeah.
Before we get into the episode, please make sure you go on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Go through all the things. Oh, we're also putting it up on YouTube.
Ooh.
Subscribe, follow, share, comment, like, hit all the buttons, do all the internet things, and hit us up on our social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And check out the merch store, spadeclubstreetwear.com, for all the magic apparel that you can get. It feels like magic. Is that our new...
I thought it was, it feels like magic or it feels like magic.
Feels like magic or feel like magic.
Feel like magic. That's the debate we've been
Yeah, no. Well, what do you guys think? Should it be feels like magic or feel like magic?
You'll feel like magic or it feels like magic.
Yeah. What do you think is better? Anyway, today we're getting into the 10 categories of magic, right? All magic tricks and all kind of effects fall under the same 10 categories.
Yeah.
Can you name them off the bat?
No.
Can you name all 7 dwarves off the bat?
Sleepy, grumpy, dopey, happy, bashful, sneezy, doc.
Nice. Can you name all 3 stooges?
Curly, Mo.
What?
I only know Curly
And
Mo.
Larry.
Larry, yes.
And or Shemp.
Oh.
Can you name all...
Name me all 3 Marx brothers.
Carl, Richard, and Vladimir.
I would have also taken Harpo.
Harpo. Was it right on the other 2? No. Who are all the Marx brothers?
I know. I think you got Karl.
Karl Marx, the dictator? Can you name me all of the reindeer?
Donner, Blixen.
Blixen. Yep, that's it.
Donner, Vixen, Rudolph.
Rudolph isn't counted in the original.
All right, fine, whatever.
The OG.
He was there when it mattered the most.
Like the Avatar? All right, 10 categories of magic. The first one is production.
Okay.
I'm going to do the name and you do the definition.
Okay.
Production.
That's the making a thing appear.
Vanish.
That makes it disappear.
Levitate. I don't know why I put an accent on it. Levitate. Levitate.
That floating in air.
Defying gravity, yes.
Okay, yes.
Suspension.
Is that building up a moment?
Like suspense. No, it's when you do bad in school, so you can't come for a while. Suspension. Magician makes an object float in the air with the aid of another object.
Huh.
So, for example, if you were to have a stick fly in the air, that's levitation.
Right.
If you were to have a stick balance on your hand, because naturally it would fall, that's a suspension. Because it's like being supported by your hand, but not in a logical manner.
Okay.
Transformation.
Transforms one thing to another.
That's my...
Was that the Transformer?
Oh, that.
That's
Bumblebee.
That sounds like his...
dog.
No, that sounds like his transmission is broken.
Optimus Pride. Transportation.
It moves from one place to another, right?
I have a certain set of skills. Is that the same thing? What is that movie?
The
Transporter.
No, that's Taken.
Oh, I mean, still kind of same. Like
No.
Taken is being
Jason
transported.
Statham versus Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson's. But the thing is, technically, if you're taken, you're still being transported.
I thought you were gonna go with, I have a certain set of skills. Transportation.
That's too obvious. Restoration.
That's restoring something.
You can't use the word in the definition.
That's putting something back together.
Like
Like you tear a picture and then
I see. Okay. Escape. Explain that one.
getting out of.
Okay. Penetration.
Going in. Going through another object.
Object through object. Like
Like what?
myself through Mercury retrograde. We penetrated through it. Okay, so production. Which one's your favorite? Oh, and I'm sure there are a bunch of like mentalism ones that are like.
Yeah, they're in there somewhere.
But this has magic. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna throw a lot of shade, but I'm just kidding for real.
Oh, the mentalism's at number 11. We're just doing the 10. That's what it is.
No, because mentalism is not magic. Joking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like a good vanish.
Like good vanish.
Like something as simple as a French drop.
Mm-hmm.
Done well. Yeah. Way to go.
Where'd it go? Do you think a vanish could exist without a production?
Explain.
Do you always have to bring it back?
So for me, I don't.
Yeah. I think it's cool when it vanishes and you live as such. Because then it lives past the moment.
True.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I saw some guy, I think there was one year some guy like levitated up through the rafters. And that was like his exit. And I was looking for him because I wanted to talk to him about like levitating shit. And at the like after party mixer, he wasn't there. And I'm like, okay, that's the real thing.
Commit to the bit.
Commit to the bit, right?
See, I love a good bit.
Yeah.
There it is.
So I like it when it lives outside of the thing because it makes it. There's a line you tread because it can border on the unethical.
Okay.
For certain things, like vanish is like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make someone else vanish, and then they never show up,
Yeah.
that's unethical, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do like a series, like good magic versus real bad magic. Make yourself disappear. Good magic. Make someone else disappear.
And then you cut to like a week later, they're putting like missing posters.
Good idea, bad idea. Yeah. We should do that. That's a good content idea.
Yeah, there you go.
I think my favorite would be I have a certain
Penetration.
set of skills.
I will penetrate you.
Gross. Transformations are cool. Love a good color change.
Those are fun.
I really like levitations.
Okay.
Because I like it because it's a delicate window. Do you know what I'm already getting at?
Mm-hmm.
Where like what I love about a good levitation is there's a moment, but then there's also a before and after the moment, right?
Okay.
There's a during, a before and after. The during or the lead in, the before is if someone's about to levitate something, I like the fact that they can telegraph it to the audience so the audience thinks of it before it happens.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where I go, oh look, it's a chair. It's 3,000 pounds. There's no way I could lift it.
Okay.
Right, and then I bring out like a fan, like a hand fan, and I start to do this, and then I stop. Then the audience is gonna already think, oh shit, I'm in a magic show. This thing's gonna start flying. That's a bad example, but like you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And then so they fill in the plot before it happens. So they're already expecting the plot.
Okay.
Right? And all you have to do is prove it now. So when it starts floating, yeah, they thought about it, but they still didn't think it was possible. And then you made it possible. So it slowly starts to rise up. And they're like, oh shit, this is fucking cool. And then maybe do like one or two like make it spin or flip over or something. And then put the fucking thing down.
Yeah.
There's a moment, a delicate moment is like if that thing is in the air too long, it starts to become uninteresting.
Yeah.
Like you have to do extra shit to make it interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe you float it into the audience over their head. That still makes it interesting. And then put it down. Like don't leave it out there for fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's milking it.
And then you put it down, and then now they get this like sigh of relief because they've just witnessed something fucking crazy. Right? So it's like a before, during, after thing. And that's the like timeline, that's the window. Levitations are awesome.
I like a good surprise levitation.
What are you doing? Stop it. No.
No, like
Could you imagine? It's a show. You make them lay down. No.
That'd be good. No, one of my buddies does the mint thing.
What mint?
Where
thing?
he takes like a little mint, takes out the wrapper, puts it in his hand, and then it starts floating. And then like he'll do the finger around it, and then he floats it into his mouth and he eats it.
Along with I'm not tipping off the man. You can light a candle with this dude's spit. A lot of wax in there. Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just like for close-up settings because it's not like the setup. Like this is a 500-pound mint. It's just more of like, oh hey, see that?
Mm-hmm. It's okay. So here's the thing. This is why I'm such a fucking hypocrite, right? Because like the intellectual side of me is like, why would you even make a mint levitate? There's no point of making a mint. Why would you even levitate a table? Like, there's no logical reason to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a fuck it side of me where I'm just like, yeah, but it's like a magic trick, you know? Like,
it's
why?
magical.
Why not? And some people, especially I think maybe old heads, they do a lot of that logical stuff.
Yeah.
Where they're like, why is it here? Like, why does this exist still? Or like, why would you even do that? And I'm like,
just shut your brain off, dude.
Just like, be human.
Yeah. Shut up and enjoy the magic.
Right. Why would you need to produce a bunch of CDs? I'm like, because it's cool? Like, because it's cool. Because it's cool.
It's cool, duh.
Why do you need to escape handcuffs? Are you really going to tell a story about how you got imprisoned? No. Because it's fucking cool.
At the end of the day, that's all the reason you need.
Egg bag. Explain that.
Well, it depends on the egg bag, okay?
No.
To be fair.
No. Explain the egg bag, sir. It's a great trick. I do a version of the egg bag.
Yeah.
But like, if we're talking logically, why is there money in that fruit? Like, why is that?
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't always have to be a lot. You know what? Actually, fuck that. Most of the time, it shouldn't be logical. Because it's like,
yeah.
It doesn't have to be logical as long as everything's intentional. That's my rule.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do... And look, it doesn't have to be a good reason, right? Like, if you're going to do an egg bag, you don't have to go, this is how my chicken is a magic chicken, right? Like, the reason could be so fucking stupid as long as there's a reason.
Yeah.
Like, you can have that bag and just go, okay, today's magic word is bakak, right?
Yeah.
And that's enough to produce an egg.
Yeah.
Which is also my bit. Don't fucking take my bit.
I'm taking it.
No, it's mine. But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, that was derailed for a whole 5 minutes on just like... So we have these 10 categories of magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel yourself like gravitating towards one in performance? Or like, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just trying to like go through like my set and trying to think like what do I do a lot of.
You do a lot of transformations.
I was gonna say I think transformation's it's my go-to.
Yeah. I don't know. Do I have a go-to? I do a lot of fucking up. Not fucking up. I think I do a lot of penetrations, low-key. Right? It's either it's a line between penetration and teleportation.
Yeah.
Or transportation, whatever. Those are the ones I usually... Oh, look, it's over there. I think because they're big surprise moments.
Okay.
Because the thing with the transportation is when you reveal where it ended up, that's a big climax moment, right? Where like a card ends up in your mouth, like that's a milkier moment.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't really milk a vanish that hard, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can't milk the vanish during the revelation, because the vanish is it's gone.
Yeah, it's got to be gone.
Right?
Yeah.
Production, it's there.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of the residuals is what you get. So you milk the after the fact, where it's like it can't be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or now there's this thing and it's so large. How did it get here? With teleportation, when you reveal it and it's in the lemon, and then now you cut, and now there's this. You're fucking milking it.
Mm-hmm.
I think
suspension.
Building suspension. Dang, we're building a lot of bridges. God, I hate it. I hate it so much. Every time I see the word levitation, I think Leviathan. And I'm like, is a snake here?
That's not a... Nope.
Is a mythical snake? Yeah, teleportation is like what I usually work towards. Is there one that you want to do more of? And like one you don't ever kind of want to do?
I'd say probably levitation.
You don't want to do levitation? Why? That's the one I want to do.
I've just never been... I guess I'm just jaded growing up with magic a lot.
You're stupid.
So just...
Your opinions are... Just kidding.
They don't mean nothing here.
Yeah. It's not like a fucked up... It's your opinions don't matter. Okay, levitation. Why?
Levitation. I think same reason why I never got into UFO. Aside from it being very hard at the time.
No, it's still hard.
It is still hard. I always just thought, because it's like what everyone did, I was like, everyone knows the method though. But now that I'm much older, I see that no, they don't.
No one knows the method.
No one knows the method, which is very surprising. But even still, I'm just like, I don't know, I guess I'm just jaded. I don't like the idea of the setup that goes into it.
Yeah,
I'm already walking around loaded pockets. Now I got to worry about breaking stuff.
Yeah.
And having multiples not to break.
You just got to come up with the system. There's a system.
Oh, there is a system. I'm just... Tarantula.
I bought that thing. I never used it.
The pen? The pen,
No,
right?
the tarantula was the Sonata gimmick.
Because they came out with the tarantula that was a pen.
It's called a spider pen.
Oh, okay. See?
Yeah.
Shows what I know. What I guess...
Not even like a stage levitation?
If the act's with you, then yeah, because you're going to push me towards it.
Yeah! Floating stuff. I was going to say, ooh, I was close. I was close.
Something I would... I've always wanted to do, like, some restoration stuff.
Okay, I thought you were going to say something else. I was like, hell no.
I always wanted to dabble in some mentalism stuff, and...
Look, here. Okay, if this is going to be a running thing on the pod, let me just say right now, I do some mentalism things. I haven't studied enough of it to appreciate most mentalism things. That is my politician answer. I eventually will study it, but like, there's a few problems that I have to overcome with most of the tricks in that genre.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you. You just have to comment and ask. That's called engagement baiting.
What about you?
I don't think I'd ever want to do an escape.
Stop.
Hammer time.
Okay, let me just ask you this. What about your handcuff bit?
See, look.
I don't want to do this thing that I already do in the show.
I thought you were going to say something else, and I'm like, you're right, I do want to do an escape. I thought you were going to talk about this thing. Okay, look.
Another point.
Which does bring up a good point, right? Because, like, a lot of these effects are viable. You just have to make them your own.
Yeah.
The reason I do the handcuff bit is because it's a comedy bit. And I like moments of surprise, right? Like for production, normal production, I don't know. If we're going to do just a production, it would have to be something like weird.
Okay. Like a bit I do is I have I'll be like, oh, you have a loose hair. And I'll produce a sponge hair. Like a rabbit.
Yeah. I used to do that, like, just for myself. Where I would...
Oh, I got some loose hair.
No, there would be, like, let's say there was a person wearing, like a red sweater. Like, oh, it's like a lint, sorry. And the second time, I'm like, dude, there's, like, so much. And the third time, I'd, like, produce a sponge, but I'm like, what the fuck is this? So, like, a vanish, I mean, kind of already do. Yeah, I have problems with a lot of magic, but that's why you inject your own style, right, to solve those problems.
True.
Right?
Make it your own.
Yeah. What I don't like, is there anyone that, like, comes out, like, jumps at you that you're like, oh, this is the problem with this, and that's, if I were to do it, that's the problem I would like to fix?
Honestly, I'd have to dig into more of it.
Yeah.
Maybe suspension.
Dang, you don't like going to school?
No.
That's gonna be such a running like joke.
6 years at community college.
Yeah. I think, like, for example, an escape.
Okay.
I don't like building up to the moment of escape. Like, I don't like an escape being built up like a transportation.
Okay.
It's like, oh, and now he's going to escape from the thing. Like, that's why when I do it, it's, like, ironic, even.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I play it up so big, and the moment is so offbeat that you're like, okay, that's entertaining. I think for an escape, I like the moment of escape to be offbeat. Like, I have this idea for a straitjacket escape.
Okay.
Where it's not about the escape, so it's like me being like interrogated in a straitjacket.
Okay.
Like a assassin or like murderer. They're like, you know where you found him or whatever, and I'm just like, right, like kind of sniffing, and I'm like trying to reach my nose. You're like, fuck it. And then they go, we know how to get you to talk. And then they bring out like a cupcake or like a donut. And I'm like sniffing. And I'm like, my nose. And then I levitate the donut to my mouth and like take a bite. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, nah. And they're like, you're actually free to go. Right? And then I sneeze and the straitjacket just comes off.
Okay.
Like that would be my version of a straitjacket escape. Yeah, so it's not so expected. Yeah. I
need to write down something real quick.
Take my donut levitation.
Levitate. Product. Okay, go on.
Yeah, figure it out, and we'll put it in our show.
Go on.
That's the plan. Yeah. Text me what you wrote. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That has been another episode of Spade Club. Make sure you go on to the Spade Club website. Get yourself some streetwear, some merch. SpadeClubStreetwear.com. You can get our Vanishing Vows t-shirt. Comes in like 3 or 4 colors. Yeah. And our Love Rose 7QA3 3AQ7 sweatshirt, crew neck, and we also have it in shirt form. Bunch of roses and cards and a lot of loveliness.
Border outline.
A lot of loveliness. We also have a few other apparel designs coming out. I have a line scheduled to release in fall, but it's currently fall, which is like hot as fuck right now, where we're at in LA. But we'll combine like a fall with like winter. I want to make it like very pumpkin spicy colors.
Damn, you basic.
Dude, I'm so basic. Jeez. Have you had pumpkin spice?
I have, and I am not basic.
I just tried it this year. I don't like pumpkin spice. I like apple crisp.
Okay, yeah.
I like apple crisp caramel stuff. Okay. That stuff is bomb.
I'm there with you on
anyway, check out the website, SpadeClubStreetwear.com. Check out this and past episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Also, go on our social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Click all the buttons, hit all the comments, and just share our stuff. If you like the show and you like all the stuff we talk about magic, it's a different take. We're like just 2 dudes, professional magicians, but also like not super famous. Not famous at all, actually.
Super famous.
But we love magic, and we know you guys love magic, or you like hearing us talk about it, hopefully. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace.
All right, folks, that's all the time we have for this week.
Be sure to check out past episodes on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, as well as our social media on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Also, check out all of our apparel at SpadeClubStreetwear.com.
Spade Club Streetwear. Feel like magic.
It feels like magic.
It's both. I think it's both.
Both is good.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. And we'll see you here next week, right here on the Spade Club Podcast.